Releasing water from the dam. It can be pretty controversial, and we get your concerns. After all, in Yuba County, we're no strangers to extreme weather. So we'd like to take this opportunity to reassure you we've got this. First of all, let's talk about why we have the dam. New Bullards Bar was built over 50 years ago to reduce flood risk and improve water supply to the county. These are our top priorities, and they always will be. Producing hydroelectricity and selling water are secondary. These support the state's water supply and clean energy goals, generating revenue that directly benefits the community and funds projects that support our missions right here in Yuba County. While it's important that we generate this income, the community's well-being is always our #1 concern, and we will never put that at risk. So how does it all work? As water from the mountains fills the reservoir, we work to balance this inflow with the outflow. Things get interesting when the water levels rise. During storm season, our federal flood partner requires us to keep a flood pool as a buffer. This ensures we have enough space to store excess water during particularly wet and snowy years. The spillway is the feature of our dam that lets us maintain safe water levels, allowing us to control the release of water from the reservoir safely. So when do we release water? The top line is when the levels get too high. But when is anything that simple? The first thing to say is that we don't decide the size of the flood pool. That's up to our federal flood partner, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, who preset regulations based on the calendar. So occasionally we have to roll with the punches and release water to make sure we maintain the required buffer, even if it seems counterintuitive. The second thing to say is that there are a lot of factors at play here. We're not just responding to current conditions, but trying to predict future ones. On a daily basis, we monitor forecasts, look at real-time water storage and river flows, receive and interpret forecast data, run computer models to determine how much to release. We keep track of everything from how much snowfall there is in the mountains to how much water is flowing in the lower Yuba River near Marysville. And this is all happening hourly, so we could stay on top of factors that are as changeable as, well, the weather. It's a huge team effort involving local, state, and federal partners working together to share the data that informs every decision we make. Given our community's history, feeling concerned or anxious about the water levels is natural, but we carefully consider many factors before deciding to release water from the dam, taking precautions and using some of the latest science and technology to predict all eventualities. Our top priority is always the well-being of the community, and while Mother Nature ultimately holds the cards, we are doing everything we can to keep everyone safe now and in the future. So please trust us when we say that your safety will always be our #1 priority.